Hello, I'm Stan Stalnaker, and we are live at the Ice Hub in Glasgow, COP26. Joining me now is a voice of the city of Glasgow, Alison McRae. She's a senior director of the Glasgow Chamber of Commerce, which is sort of the voice for the businesses here in the city. This is a big moment for Glasgow, COP26, and the world's eyes are on the city. But you're thinking about the next step, the future. Where is Glasgow going after COP?
Well, we want to build on the journey that we've been taking for the last 5 years on Circular Glasgow, which has been a business-led movement to try and get businesses to accept and embrace all different business models within a circular economy approach. And the city's committed to becoming a circular city by 2045, and as a Team Glasgow operation, that's where we're aiming for. So from the business community's point of view, the focus is going to be about leadership. This hub here is a brilliant example of that, but also how do we scale that change, because that's really key. So corporates and supply chain, how do we actually influence that change? But our message has always been about innovation. This is about positive for business, it's about innovation, and it's about unlocking opportunity for all, which we're really excited about.
What does it mean to be a circular city in practicality?
Well, the whole ecosystem is working in a natural equilibrium, and you hear many people talking about mirroring nature and so on and so forth in terms of behaviours and how the whole ecosystem works.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be focusing obviously on the business community side of things, because that's the area that we are the voice for the business community in Glasgow. But we want Glasgow to be a demonstrator. Glasgow was instrumental in the Industrial Revolution, and we're taking very seriously the role that we will be able to play in how we can progress towards a circular economy, because that's what we think is very important now.
Yes. Are there other cities that you guys are in touch with to get ideas and inspiration from, or do you see Glasgow as being one of the leading points that's inventing? I know that the RE program is going to be changing the approach that people take to packaging here. They're one of our co-collaborators here in the hub. Are there other things that Glasgow's bringing in that are going to point the way for other cities? And or are you looking at other cities for ideas?
So to answer the first bit, absolutely, we're working in partnership with the cities because everybody's got so much to learn. So that's absolutely the starting point. So we're in partnership with London. In London, we've also been working with the circular economy in the Netherlands. So we're bringing in the examples from Amsterdam and the other areas and businesses from the Netherlands. We also work with Oslo and Circular Norway. So there's lots of different collaborative efforts that we are working with, because it's all about sharing and knowledge transfer. Mm-hmm. We just recently delivered the biggest ever British Chambers of Commerce international trade mission as part of our COP activities, where we've had over 10 countries and over 80 businesses, all with climate right at their heartbeat and circular economy being right in the centre of those discussions. So all of those transformative change conversations are key to how we want to progress.
Mm-hmm. So, Paris in 2015, was a seminal moment because of the deal. And Glasgow feels like the biggest moment for COP since Paris. It's a little bit early to say whether or not we're going to achieve solutions on Article 6, which is one of the big conversation points here. But what do you hope will be the legacy for Glasgow in people's minds from this COP? When people talk about COP Glasgow in 5 years, what do you hope will be the thing that people think of?
Well, I think the first answer to that at a very much a global level is that this is the action COP, and I think Paris was very much about signing up to a commitment, whereas this is going to be about action, and that's certainly what all our members are saying. In terms of a longer term ambition, one of the things that we are so proud to be doing is working across our Developing Young Workforce activity, which is funded by the Scottish Government, about youth employability, and our Circular Glasgow work to actually inspire our young people here in the city, to show them the roles that are coming through as businesses pivot in terms of embracing circular economy and also just general climate change, of the different roles that are coming through and how they can actually come through from protesting, having listened to those voices, and take a real job, make a real difference in a real way to the climate agenda. And I think that's incredibly important. And what we're doing here is transferable. It's a different education system in other countries, but the principles behind what we're trying to do here is utterly transferable.
Yeah, well, I think that's hopefully a place that the ICE Hub can play a role in the future, because we definitely want to have youth here learning about circular economy, but also learning about collaborative technology and the biosphere and the technosphere and many of the other things that are components of building this new world.
Well, we'll certainly welcome that opportunity.
Thank you. First, Hub Culture, I'm Stan Stalnaker here in the Ice Hub. Find more conversations online at hubculture.com, hublive.tv, and check out our podcast on iTunes and Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Just look for the Hub Culture Chronicles.